wish I wouldn't have bought this crappy chair. I told you the high-end ergonomic chairs were worth it. I wish there was a video that would have helped me out. You're in luck, because there is. So the big question is it worth it to spend a lot of money on a high-end ergonomic chair? But I think the real question is, how much time are you actually spending in your ergonomic chair? And what is that similar to in other areas of your life? And I think the closest similarity is when we look at a mattress. You're spending sometimes potentially as much as 8 hours in your mattress. How much are you spending on that mattress to be comfortable? Shouldn't you be spending an equal or greater amount on an ergonomic chair, especially when we consider the fact that you're likely to be spending more time in your chair, potentially spending upwards of 8 to 12 hours if you look at just your work shift plus some of the personal time that you spend in it? I think once you take a look closer at those things, you might see that an investment in an ergonomic chair is much more worth the money. There's nothing worse than being in an uncomfortable chair. I mean, how do you focus on your work when all you can think about is your butt aching or your back pain? There's really nothing you can do with the cheap chair too, because it's just not adjustable to fit your body. It's got a cheap seat pad. What are you supposed to do to make an improvement here? What you need is a high-end ergonomic chair, something that's adjustable, designed to fit your body. Because once that happens, all of a sudden there's improved mood, there's better productivity. Have you ever wondered why Karen is so cranky? Take a look at her. She's sitting in a cheap chair. Of course she's gonna be cranky when she leaves the office. Back pain is something that almost all of us will experience at some point in our life. And this can come from something in our childhood, potentially an injury, or just poor posture that's exaggerated this over the course of time. Now, if you're in a cheap office chair, the chances are that this will only become worse over time. And this is where high-end ergonomic chairs come into play. With the proper design in the backrest, potentially independent lumbar support, and even that flexibility that we require to have movement throughout the day, we can see improved back pain relief from the proper chair. When we spend a significant amount of money on something like a high-end ergonomic chair, I think we're all looking for that peace of mind that guarantees that it's gonna last for the long run. When we look at brands like Hayworth, Steelcase, and Herman Miller, these brands are offering 12-year warranties that are bumper to bumper, covering the entire chair. Now, when we look at something similar in our lives, like an iPhone, you're only getting 12 months coverage for that particular product, and you're having to pay additional money for a feature like Apple Care, which has a deductible if something does go wrong on your phone. When you buy a high-end ergonomic chair, you're only making one investment, and you're not having to pay any additional fees if something goes wrong with your chair. One of the most unique things about high-end brands like Herman Miller is the resale value that's attached to their products. More specifically, if we look at something like the Herman Miller Aeron chair, going to Craigslist or potentially Facebook Marketplace, you'll see products that are upwards of 20 years old fetching over $500 for something that was originally $800 or $900. When we compare that to something, say, like a Chinese import chair that's bought on Amazon for maybe potentially $200 or $300, these products are cheaply made. They don't really have a name brand associated with them. And so if you decide that this product isn't for you anymore and you want to go sell it, it's likely to be worth almost nothing. I mean, potentially you could sell them for $20 to $30, but you're more likely to see these products on the curb for free. I'm so much happier now that I'm comfortable in this ergonomic chair. Yeah, I told you you should watch that video. Don't forget to check out the next one, man.